curious about this for a long time, really. I've never actually seen an MK whistle. I've heard about them, I've had a lot of folks ask me about them, so I know people are playing them. I've just never crossed paths with them. At least in the sessions that I go to, it's just never come up. So let's check it out. Design, and I do like this logo here, the way that they've set this up. It's kind of reminiscent of my own, although a bit opposite, I suppose, in a certain way, but with the holes on here and the logo for the name, and yeah, I dig it. It's cool. More importantly, let's check out what's inside here. Now, I like the padding here, this packaged whistle container here. Very cool. Wow, okay. Wow, interesting. I like this end piece, this mouthpiece here. MK Midgie High D, MK758-08. Keeping score at home. Not sure what all that means. Midgie, MK Midgie, that's about the extent of it, what I know. Let's see what we got here. Wow. Boy, it's very bright. It's very crisp, especially in the low end. It's a lot punchier than I'm used to. Most whistles have a pretty wide disparity of volume between the lower octave and the top octave. Boy, that G, wow, it's really strong. And you can push it. That's actually kind of unusual. You don't usually get a whole lot of volume control on a whistle. It's sort of like you get one volume, and if you blow harder, you jump the octave. That's usually how it works. But boy, you do have some control here. Very, very responsive. It's just crisp. Some of those lower notes, those turns where you can get some tongue to separate the notes, they stop on a dime. You don't get a lot of that squeaky extra, kind of wasted air. Very, very clean. Let's do a quick unscientific tuning check just for purposes of science. I have a feeling this is going to be a bit of a waste of time, but let's see. Shrill, yeah, in tune. As with all whistles, you're going to have to adjust a little bit if you're used to something different. One thing of note, this is a wider bore whistle than certainly the ones that I'm used to. This may be right up your alley, but I tend to play smaller ones, like from Gary Humphrey. So let's see, I can very nearly fit the entire Humphrey inside the diameter of the MK. So what that means, how that manifests, anyway, to me, is that the top two fingers are closer together. I've played a couple of these wider bore whistles recently, more on that to follow. That's the thing that really jumps out at me. So if you're concerned about having your fingers too tight, it's really just these top two as it kind of gets a little squished. You still have room, it's not terrible, but that's where it comes out to be a difference. So as a result of it, there's some tuning changes that need to happen as well. Very quick. I'm just amazed at how I don't know how flexible it is, how easily it responds to things. Yeah, but that sounds really, really wicked. Very snappy. It's cool. It's a really great design. This interesting curved mouth mouthpiece bit here, I don't know if, I hope this comes through in the video, but there's sort of a notch. It's got an interesting little groove. That's going to take some adjustment. It's a little unusual. I'm not sure that if I like it or I don't like it. I don't really know where I stand. It's probably neither. It's just a matter of getting used to it. I will say that as someone who's wearing Invisalign, to fix my janky busted up teeth, that's a little weird. It kind of makes you do some strange mouth movement things here. Whew. Definitely fills up with saliva. Unfortunately, there's not a whistle that exists that has solved that problem yet. That's $1 million idea if you can do that. This one is sadly no exception. You do have to clear it from time to time. No getting around that. For being as sturdy, I mean, you can see the diameter on this thing relative to my Humphrey here. As sturdy as it is, it's very lightweight. I don't have my scale on me anywhere. It seems to have grown legs, but it feels about the same. It's very, very close. So that's kind of nice. The balance is perfect. I mean, that's kind of exactly what I am used to and what I'm expecting. If you're used to playing Killarney whistles or John Sint, you're used to a more top-heavy whistle, so it might be a little bit of an adjustment, I suppose, if you're in that camp. It feels really solid to me. I think this is a fantastic instrument. I'm glad I got a chance to try one. And thanks a million to the folks at Big Whistle for sending this. They've sent a few other things. Very, very grateful. I'm really excited for the opportunity to try these out, so thanks again. Definitely check them out. I've got them linked down below. They've got a great selection of stuff that, at least here in the US, we don't seem to get very easily. I never see it anyway. And they're able to get it to you fairly quickly. I think all this stuff got to me in like a week or something, which is awesome. Obviously, if you're in the UK or that part of the world, you might very well already know about Big Whistle, but either way, check them out. They got good stuff, high quality stuff. So check them out, and yeah, let me know what y'all think about this one. I'm looking forward to the next one. Stay tuned. Cheers, guys.